I'm gonna show you how to upgrade your hamstring stretch a bit, okay? So typically when I have people do the hamstring stretch that's in the stairs, I have them go on the first or second step, okay? And the first thing I see, we'll just start with the first step here, is people tend to open up their hips. All right, so when they get here, they tend to open up their hips and then reach down towards their toes, okay? And remember, when you're stretching your hamstrings, a huge part of why we're stretching our hamstrings is to have it conducive with the way that we walk or run, right? So when you walk, you're walking like this, right? And every time you walk, your hamstring has to be a certain length for you to be able to walk without it tugging on your back or your knee or your hip, okay? You don't walk like this, right? You're not walking way out like that. So why would you stretch like that, right? Not to say that there's implications for that stretch, but typically, the first thing you want to do is stretch like you would walk, right? So typically your pelvis only moves a little bit when you walk, okay? It does move side to side, and it does open up a bit. So what I'll have people do is I'll have people put their foot up on the first step, close their hip a bit, like if they were walking, right? It doesn't have to be perfectly square, but instead of opening it up and getting this huge stretch, have them close their hip or square it up towards the foot a little bit more. And then from there, nice tall posture, belly button in, pelvic tilt anteriorly, and go forward a little bit. Try that, and I bet you'll feel much greater stretch in the back of the leg, and sometimes down the back side of the opposite side of the leg. This is not only stretching your hamstring now, but you're also stretching any like neural tension or nerve tension that you might have in that leg. Sometimes even sciatica is caused by really tight neural tension in hamstrings on that like lateral side of the hamstring. So when you close down your hip a little bit, get into a nice good posture, and bend down a little bit, your hamstring stretch is going to be so much more effective.